So I truly believe that one of the easiest ways to build wealth is through stock market investing. If you're new, I just wanted to give a quick introduction. I'm 19 years old. My name's Evan. I've been posting videos for just over a year around finance content and just tracking my journey with investing. I committed to making money at 16 years old. I got my first ever job, which was minimum wage at Chick-fil-A. About 2 years and 7 months ago, after saving my first couple $1,000s, I opened my own brokerage account on Robinhood. Now, just over 2.5 years, I've been able to accumulate over $200,000 in investments completely self-made. 170 being in my main brokerage account, which I show publicly. Getting back to the main purpose of this video, what really intrigued me to get started in investing is seeing the power of compound growth over time and knowing what could happen if I get started at a young age. It really made me understand that you don't need to make a huge income to become very wealthy through time. Although making a lot of money, of course, is just going to make this even easier. Just to start out with some simple facts, the average annual rate of return of the S&P 500, which is an index that tracks the largest 500 companies in the US, has averaged an annual rate of return of 10%, or right around that range, over the last 100 years. I'll put up here my S&P 500 fund that I invest in. It's VOO is the ticker. Pretty much, this is just one of the most simple and low-risk investments you can make. Pretty much just betting on American business. Now, if you're somebody that's young watching this, I want you to pay very close attention. I'm going to start with an example of long-term investing if you're only contributing $100 a month. Before I start showing these numbers though and showing that I'm talking about way down the road, I know a lot of you want to make a ton of money at a young age, just like me. The whole idea that I want you to remember is that you can always contribute way more money and speed this process up. Of course, later on into the video, I'll talk about raising the return you get annually. However, if you're 18 years old right now and you're just able to contribute $100 a month from 18 to 65 years old just into a simple S&P 500 fund expecting a 10% annual rate of return, off just $100 a month, you can expect this to grow to around $1.3 million at 65. If you decide to wait to do the exact same thing, 10% annual rate of return, $100 a month, but you decide to wait until you're 25 instead of 18, this return will be cut in half. The same exact setup, but starting at 25, you can expect a balance of around $630,000 at 65. It's literally about half of what you can expect if you were to start at 18. However, it's still much better than not investing at all. If you're watching this video and you're a bit older, it's never too late to get started. It is always better to start investing rather than to never invest. Now, this is where the power of compound growth is going to really start to show. If you could start investing $2,000 a month from 18 to 65, of course, the average person's not going to be able to do this, but if you're really committed to working and you're going into a higher paying job or running your own business, with that same rate of return off $2,000 a month at 65, you could expect to see a $25 million portfolio. Now, for the same exact return, but you didn't start investing $2,000 a month until you turn 25, you could expect to see a total portfolio balance of somewhere around $12 million at 65. Obviously, you're still going to be in a great place, but that's a huge difference if you were to start at 18. And really, the concept I hope you guys are picking up if you're a bit older in age is just you're going to need to contribute more to play catch-up. Time is going to be the number one wealth builder in this game. However, if you have a huge income, that can always help you massively as well. You just got to be smart with your money and make sure you're living below your means so you have a nice amount of capital to work with. Now, for my guys that are trying to make a lot of money at a young age, if you were just investing that $2,000 a month, except let's bring that return from 10% to 15%. Now, over a long period of time, you seriously have to be an experienced investor and really know how to do your research and analyze companies to accomplish it. By no means am I saying that's an easy return to get over a long period of time. However, people have done it before. You just have to be very committed to investing and know how to do research the right way. From 18 to 32 at a 15% annual rate of return, $2,000 a month invested, you could expect to see your first $1 million. Even if you're starting at 25, that's a 14-year difference. So at 39, you could still expect to see your first $1 million if you're getting that 15% annual rate of return, which again is not easy, but is definitely doable if you know how to do the right research and you're taking calculated risk. So a great investor, we all know the name, Warren Buffett, he averaged an annual rate of return of 20% over his entire lifespan of investing. That is an insane return, and obviously is a great portion of why he's so wealthy today. Now, 15% from 18 to 65 is extremely difficult to do. You have to know what you're doing, know how to analyze companies right, but it's been done before. I'm primarily just showing this as an example to show you the difference between compound growth over just a couple percentage point difference. But for the few of you that are watching this that are extremely driven to be successful in investing, and are shooting to be one of the best potential investors out there, this could be a reality for you. From 18 to 65, $2,000 a month at a 15% annual rate of return, you could expect to see a portfolio balance of over $170 million. Just think about that though. From just $2,000 a month, that could be achievable. Again, very difficult return to do over that time period, but not 100% impossible. There will be people that do it. If you were to wait to 25, this number would come down to around 60 million. And with this same thing, if you were to decide to wait until 40 to start, you could expect to have around 6.8 million. Now again, the main focus of this video was just to really show you the power of compound growth over time. If you have consistency, it's probably the easiest way to build wealth. But just to tell you guys, if you're interested, my portfolio did about 41% last year. Not that I think I'm going to achieve that every year, but it was a pretty good year. Of course, I'm actively managing with individual stocks, and I do have a bit of crypto as well. If you guys are interested with working with me, I do have a Discord link I'll put in my bio, or you can just DM me on Instagram for anything specific, like hopping on a call. Anyways though, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. To be clear, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give any personalized financial advice. However, if you guys are looking to take it up a step and work with me in any way, I can definitely make this make a lot more sense to you and kind of just explain to you what's worked with me so far.